Why do 99% of space fans only know one side of Pluto? It's a question that's puzzled not just astronomers, but anyone who's ever gazed up at the night sky and wondered about the mysteries lurking at the edge of our solar system. Pluto, once the ninth planet and now a celebrated dwarf planet, has captured our collective imagination for generations. But despite all the excitement, the truth is, most of us have only ever seen a single iconic view of this distant world, a view dominated by that now famous heart-shaped region. Why is that? Why, after all these years, do we still know so little about the rest of Pluto's surface? The answer is a fascinating mix of cosmic distances, technological challenges, and the sheer audacity of human exploration. Blame a 9-year road trip and a one-way camera. Imagine setting out on a journey so long it would take you nearly a decade just to reach your destination. That's exactly what NASA's New Horizons spacecraft did. Launched in 2006, it spent over 9 years hurtling through the vast emptiness of space, crossing more than 3 billion miles to reach Pluto. And when it finally arrived, it had just one chance, one fleeting moment, to capture the best possible images of this mysterious world. There was no turning back, no second pass, and no opportunity to swing around for another look. The camera on board was designed for a single high-speed flyby, snapping as many photos as possible before the spacecraft sped off into the darkness beyond. It's like driving past a breathtaking landscape at 60 miles per hour, camera in hand, hoping to get the perfect shot out the window. Except in this case, the landscape is an icy world billions of miles away, and you only get one shot. Let's find out why Pluto's still keeping secrets. In 2015, NASA's New Horizons probe zipped past Pluto after traveling 3 billion miles. This was a moment decades in the making, the culmination of years of planning, engineering, and anticipation. As the spacecraft approached Pluto, scientists and space enthusiasts around the world held their breath, waiting for the first close-up images of a world that had, until then, been little more than a blurry dot in even our most powerful telescopes. The flyby was a triumph of human ingenuity, a testament to our desire to explore the unknown. But it was also a reminder of the limitations we face when venturing so far from home. New Horizons had just a few hours to gather as much data as possible before it sped past Pluto and continued on its journey into the Kuiper Belt, the vast region of icy bodies beyond Neptune. In that brief window, it captured images and measurements that would revolutionize our understanding of Pluto, but only from one side. It snapped that famous shot of Pluto's heart, Tombaugh Regio, and then, just like that, it was gone. The image became an instant icon, splashed across newspapers, websites, and social media feeds around the globe. For many it was love at first sight, a distant icy world, once thought to be little more than a frozen rock, revealed to have a striking heart-shaped feature right at its center. Scientists named it Tombaugh Regio in honor of Clyde Tombaugh, the astronomer who discovered Pluto in 1930. The heart became a symbol of exploration, curiosity, and the enduring human spirit. But as breathtaking as that image was, it told only half the story. We only saw one side. The rest of Pluto remained shrouded in darkness, hidden from our view by the very nature of the flyby. Imagine trying to understand an entire planet by looking at just one photograph, one face, frozen in time. That's the challenge scientists have faced ever since New Horizons sent back its precious cargo of images and data. The far side of Pluto, the hemisphere that was turned away from the spacecraft during its closest approach, remains a blank spot on our maps, a tantalizing mystery waiting to be solved. The other half? Still a cosmic mystery like Pluto's own private selfie never posted. It's as if the universe itself decided to keep some secrets just out of reach, teasing us with a glimpse but refusing to reveal the whole story. For all our technological prowess, for all the billions of dollars and years of effort, there are still places in our solar system that remain unexplored, unseen, and unknown. The far side of Pluto is one of them, a reminder that, even in the age of high definition everything, some mysteries endure. Since New Horizons was a flyby, not an orbiter, it couldn't stick around and see the dark side. Unlike missions to Mars or Jupiter, where orbiters can circle a planet for years, taking images from every angle, New Horizons had just one shot. Its trajectory was carefully calculated to maximize the science return, but there was no way to slow down, turn around, or enter orbit. The spacecraft was moving too fast, and the fuel required to stop or change course would have been far beyond what we could launch from Earth. So as it sped past Pluto, it captured everything it could, but only from the side facing the sun. The rest was left in shadow, waiting for another mission, another day. There's no sequel mission yet, and nothing's even on the launch pad. Despite the excitement generated by New Horizons and the tantalizing mysteries left behind, no new mission to Pluto has been approved or funded. Scientists have proposed ideas for orbiters, landers, and even sample return missions, but so far these remain just that, ideas. The challenges are immense. The distance, the cost, the technology required to survive and operate in the frigid, distant reaches of the solar system. For now, the launch pads are empty, the blueprints gathering dust, and the dream of returning to Pluto remains just out of reach. Visiting Pluto isn't easy. It's so far, it takes radio signals 4.5 hours just to say hi. That's right. When we send a command to a spacecraft near Pluto, it takes nearly 5 hours for the signal to arrive, and another 5 hours for the reply to come back. Imagine trying to drive a remote-controlled car with a 10-hour delay between pressing the button and seeing the result. Every maneuver, every adjustment, every photograph has to be planned and executed with incredible precision. There's no room for error and no chance for quick fixes. The vast distances involved make Pluto one of the most challenging destinations in the solar system, a place where even the speed of light feels slow. And new missions might not launch until the 2040s, if we're lucky. The reality is, space exploration moves at a pace dictated by budgets, politics, and the relentless march of technology. Even if a new mission to Pluto were approved tomorrow, it would take years to design, build, and launch the spacecraft, and then another decade or more to make the journey. For many of the scientists who worked on New Horizons, a return to Pluto may not happen in their lifetimes. But for the next generation of explorers, the dream is still alive. Someday, perhaps in the 2040s or beyond, a new spacecraft will set out for Pluto, carrying with it the hopes and questions of everyone who's ever wondered what lies on the far side of that distant world. So what secrets are we missing? Maybe underground oceans, icy volcanoes, or crazy weather. The data from New Horizons hinted at a world far more complex and dynamic than anyone expected. There are signs that beneath Pluto's frozen crust, there could be a vast, hidden ocean of liquid water, kept warm by the heat of radioactive elements deep inside. There are strange mountains made of water ice towering higher than the Rockies, and vast plains of frozen nitrogen that seem to flow and shift like glaciers on Earth. Some scientists believe there may even be cryovolcanoes, volcanoes that erupt not with molten rock but with slushy mixtures of water, ammonia, and methane. And then, there's the weather, thin, hazy layers of atmosphere that change with the seasons, mysterious mists that rise and fall, and the possibility of snow made of exotic ices. Every new discovery raises more questions, and every question is a reminder of how much we still have to learn. Until we go back, all we can do is wonder, and scroll through Pluto's one and only close-up. For now, we're left with questions, theories, and a handful of breathtaking images. We pore over every pixel, searching for clues, imagining what might lie just out of sight. The heart of Pluto has become a symbol not just of what we've discovered, but of all the mysteries that remain. It's a reminder that exploration is a journey, not a destination, and that sometimes the most exciting discoveries are the ones still waiting to be made. Smash that like button if